Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry it's been so long. There's been a lot going on, so I'm here to update you guys. So I've read this book over the weekend, Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I sort of felt like I was in a bit of this weird funk where I just felt like my creativity was getting a bit stifled, or just ideas weren't really coming to me. And there were a few things that added to this. I'll explain some of them later. But so I read this book. I listened to the audiobook, followed along with the book. I found it really helpful and great. One of the suggestions that she said in the book, which is a suggestion that I've done many times before, I just needed a nice little reminder of it, is to clean your room and your workspace. If you want to have space for ideas, you need to create space for it. So I got rid of like about 3 garbage bags worth of old projects and things that just weren't serving me anymore. I'm about 80% done, hence why my room is messy still. So I'm still working on it, but already in doing that process, I already feel like I have ideas coming to me, and that I have the space and time to even work, or like the clarity to work. So I highly suggest doing that tip and trick. She looks at creativity as sort of like this house guest that you need to sort of entice to you. So she suggests, if you're in a funk, to like shower, dress up, and put on some makeup, put on some nice perfume or whatever, and go to your workspace and be enticing to your creativity that way. Same with having like a clean working space. If you were to have a house guest, you'd probably clean the house before they show up. So to try to treat creativity like someone you want to have at your house. And she also talks about how creativity doesn't want you to be miserable. Creativity wants you to be happy. So don't think you have to have that like starving, tortured artist type lifestyle to be creative. And so it was just really nice to hear her perspectives on creativity. And I'm trying to use them for tips and tricks, and I do feel like it's really helping. So check out that book if you're inclined. Part of why I was feeling a little bit stuck was I ran into a paper issue. So just before I was about to make a massive order of notebooks, my paper supplier decided to discontinue a lot of the paper I was going to use. So that was fun. And so I had to work with my printer to talk to distributors and get a bunch of paper samples delivered to me and rerun all these different tests on them. So the major thing I was testing for is ghosting and readability. So if you were to write with pencil, can you actually see the pencil markings on that shade of paper? And does it show through onto the other side? That's the ghosting part of it. So with paper, there's a few... I didn't realize it was going to be this complicated, to be honest, which was a bit naive of me. So different colors of paper have different opacities. They will be at the same paper weight, so let's say like 100 GSM, but yellow is basically see-through. Meanwhile, purple will not show a thing through it. This was super frustrating because I had to keep on ordering more samples and retesting them against each other. In the end, I had to go with a couple of different paper suppliers, which is fine. They're all similar quality. They all have very little ghosting, same textures, even similar makeups. But I've had to go to quite a thick paper now. So yellow, because it's such a difficult paper with the transparency, even if you were to go ivory or off-white, the transparency on it is high, like there is no opacity. So I had to go to 120 GSM, which is fine. It feels really nice. It's just a thick paper. So I had to run some tests to see if I was going to have to lower the amount of pages that were going to have to be in my notebook. So it had a bit of a what's it called, like a snowball effect a little bit into some things that I had to fix. I still can't find orange paper. So the 3 colors I was having the major issues with was yellow, orange, and purple. Yellow because of the opacity issues, orange and purple because lots of paper suppliers just don't make it. They might make it in an 80 GSM or a very, very thick GSM, but in something close to like 100 or 120, a lot of paper suppliers just don't make it in that range. So I finally found someone that makes it in 120 GSM in purple. I'm just now looking for orange. So I feel like I have enough colors. I have 5 colors and I want 6. So I currently have 5 colors and I feel like that's enough to kind of hit as many color sensitivities as possible. I will still be on the lookout for orange and I'll bring it in as soon as I can, but that's just my one struggle right now. I would also like to take a moment to thank my printer. His name's John. He's helped me out so much and has had to deal with countless of emails for me, like a ridiculous amount of emails. But one of the problems that I ran into was when I was contacting paper distributors directly, they would only give me 5 different shades of paper. And that was kind of the cap. Some was even like as little as 4. So, and I needed 6 colors to be able to test all of the colors against each other. And so you'd order the samples, it would take about 2 weeks to get to you. Then you'd run a test and then you'd have to ask for more samples and it was just taking forever. And so with John, because he owns his own printing shop, he was able to order me and get delivered directly to my house in a very quick period of time. Like when he would order, it would be like less than a week. I'd get all the shades I wanted, all of the different weights I wanted, and it was absolutely fantastic. So thank you, John. I really appreciate your help with this. I would not be where I am right now if it wasn't for you. So thank you. Hopefully in the future, I will be able to develop relationships with suppliers as well and not be such a pain for John. Some more exciting news. I've decided to change my branding colors a little bit. After playing around with my original palette, even though it was very colorful, it just wasn't vibrant enough for me. So I've decided to punch up the colors a little bit and hopefully I can show you guys some new branding soon. So that brings me to the website. I'm gonna have to adjust the colors that I currently have on the website a little bit because of this. That'll be fairly a quick change. It shouldn't take too long. The website's actually almost complete, so I'm really happy about that. There is a couple more descriptions that I need to finish, but other than that, most of the written content's finished, most of the layout is finished. It's just the product images that I need to do. So once I have the product, I'll be able to take the images, post it on the website, and then I can launch the website. So hopefully that'll be quick. The one thing I would like your help on is the names of the colors for the paper. So I think, you know, pink, purple is fine as a descriptor, but I would like something a little bit more fun. So if you have any ideas for purple, pink, green, blue, yellow, or orange, please put them in the in the comments below. And that would help me out a lot, and hopefully some of your suggestions will make it to the website. So thank you so much for your time. I'm sorry it's been so long. I will try to film more often. It's just been a lot of like, it hasn't been a lot of creative work lately. It's been stuff where I'm actually not sure if I can show the stuff. So sometimes when I'm building on the website, I don't know. I know sometimes like if there's certain ID numbers showing that someone can really ruin your website that way. So there's been a few things where I'm like, I just don't know if I can film this and show it. So there's been a bit of a learning curve. Also, it's just been a lot of accounting and admin stuff, which doesn't make good filming content. So maybe I'll just talk to you guys about it a little bit more. So yeah, thank you for coming on this journey with me, and I hope to see you guys soon.